Let me take you into the enchanting world of fox spirits, or Huxian, from northeast China. In this region, foxes are believed to possess magical qualities, symbolizing both wisdom and mystery. Local folklore tells tales of these mystical beings transforming into beautiful women or wise figures, acting as guardians who can bring good fortune and protection to those who honor them. Villagers often set up small altars during festivals, offering fruits and incense in hopes of receiving blessings such as health, prosperity, and safety. Many stories abound of encounters with fox spirits, with some individuals recounting dreams where a fox appeared to guide them during difficult times or experiencing unexpected luck attributed to these magical beings. Nevertheless, not everyone believes in fox spirits, and that's fine, unless you harm them. During Eddie's trip to Heilongjiang province in China, he stayed at the home of a warm local friend who shared two stories with completely different endings. The storyteller was the friend's father, Old Wu, who is now in his 50s but still remembers the tales from his grandfather. Let me tell you a story about my grandfather, who lived in the 19th century in a small village called Sanjinpu in Dalian, near Dalian Bay. This village was home to a place known as Fox Gully, where foxes would often be seen wandering around. My grandfather was a hardworking man, known for his honesty and kindness. He never drank, and because of his character, he was beloved by everyone in the village. During the day, he worked as a bookkeeper at the village's winery, and at night, he served as the town crier. For a while, the wine jars seemed to have less liquor than usual, but no one knew why. My grandfather never drank and certainly didn't share his wine with anyone. One morning before dawn, he got up to go to the bathroom and stumbled upon a fox drunk and sound asleep next to the wine jars. He gently tapped the fox and said, "You should get going before someone finds you and harms you." The fox wobbled and then scampered away. A few days later, my grandfather had a dream about an old man with a white beard. The man thanked my grandfather for saving his life and asked him to do a favor. He revealed that the village militia captain had killed a fox, which was actually his grandson. The fox's tail was kept at the captain's house, while the body was tossed somewhere. The old man asked my grandfather to retrieve the tail, and once he found the body, bury them together so the grandson would have a proper resting place. When my grandfather woke up, he was skeptical, but decided to check with the militia captain. To his surprise, the captain confirmed that he had indeed killed a fox. So my grandfather requested the tail and followed the directions from his dream to find the body, burying it in a respectful manner. A few days later, he dreamt of the old man again, who promised that, in appreciation for my grandfather's kindness, he would bless him with 3 fine sons. At that time, my grandfather already had 3 daughters but no sons. Not long after, my grandmother became pregnant, and in 1935, my father was born. 2 years later, my second uncle arrived, and just 2 years after that, my youngest uncle was born. My grandparents worked hard all their lives. Even though they were poor, all their children were respectful and responsible. My father and his 2 brothers worked diligently and excelled in their studies. After finishing elementary school, my father became an apprentice to earn money for the family and to support his 2 brothers' education. Through his hard work and dedication, he became a top technical expert at the factory and held significant responsibilities, eventually becoming the chief engineer at a well-known petrochemical company. My second uncle graduated from a technical school and became a senior technician at the Yan aircraft manufacturing plant. My youngest uncle graduated from Dalian Maritime University and became the captain of an ocean-going vessel. Later on, he became the principal of a maritime school in Tianjin. The 3 brothers became the only family from the village to successfully make their mark in the world. My father was also recognized as a devoted son, both in the village and at work. Indeed, the fox spirits are known for their integrity, and my grandfather was truly rewarded with 3 fine sons. The second story about the fox spirit is totally different. A man named Old Wong from the neighboring village. His family had been farmers for generations, but Old Wong was the village teacher, a man of some education with a relatively comfortable life. However, he had a peculiar hobby. He often ventured into the mountains to hunt. Even though his marksmanship was lacking, he did it more for fun than for food. One day, while hunting in the mountains, Old Wang stumbled upon a fox lying motionless by the roadside. Curious, he approached and discovered that the fox was still warm. Without giving it much thought, he took the fox home, skinned it, and planned to use the fur to line his bed. Since he couldn't eat the fox meat, he simply threw it to his dog. Just a few days later, the dog went mad, attacking anything it could catch, whether it was alive or not. Eventually, it lost all its teeth, and with blood everywhere, it died horrifically. After the fox's skin dried, Old Wong proudly laid it on his bed. That night, however, he felt an unexpected chill instead of warmth. Confused, he tossed the fur outside. Later that night, he had a terrifying dream where the fox appeared and said, "You've taken my life. Now I want the life of your entire family." The next day, Old Wong shared his disturbing dream with his wife. Little did he know his fate was sealed. He fell into madness without any warning and lived in this state for 3 years before he passed away. Then, Old Wong's eldest son suddenly fell ill. After consulting the village doctor, they couldn't diagnose the problem, and he tragically died. Soon after, Old Wong's daughter also became sick. Within 2 weeks, she was gone. Just like that, a once thriving family was reduced by 3 lives. Even the man who helped Old Wong with the fox skin suffered. He developed painful, oozing sores all over his body, which itched and burned until his skin peeled away before he slowly recovered. Old Wong's second son, overwhelmed with anxiety and fear, sought the help of a local sorcerer. When the sorcerer arrived at their home, he immediately sensed a spirit of resentment lingering there. The son, in panic, recounted the tale of how his father had mistreated the fox. The sorcerer revealed to him that the fox hadn't really died. Instead, it had reached a pivotal moment in its spiritual journey when it crossed paths with Old Wong. Old Wong's actions had angered the fox, and now it sought revenge on his family. The sorcerer explained that if Old Wong had helped the fox instead, it would have blessed his family for generations to come. In the end, the sorcerer gave Old Wong's son a protective talisman, and from that day forward, the family knew peace, free from the spirit's wrath. This story serves as a reminder of the importance of respect for all living beings and the unseen connections we share with the world around us.